Hello, this is Adam. On this video, I will be explaining data operations blocks. The data operations blocks are these 10 red blocks. These blocks allow you to manipulate sensor readings and other values. Most of them are pretty intuitive. For instance, the math block does exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to perform different math operations. The next two blocks are also pretty obvious. They are the round and the compare blocks. The round block rounds to the nearest whole number, and the compare block compares two values with one of these comparisons. Next is the range block. With this block, you select a test value, and then a lower and upper boundary. And then if the value is within those boundaries, it outputs true. If it's not, it outputs false. The next block is the random block. This gives you a random value between two values that you set. The next block is the variable block. With this block, you can either read or write variables. So, to write a variable, you would make a variable name, say test, and then you would give it a value. Later on, you can read numeric, since I wrote a numeric function, and use that value with a data wire. The next block is the constant block. All this block does is you can set a random value or whatever, and then use that value with a data wire. It doesn't do that much. Next block is the text block. This block allows you to merge up to 3 text streams, and this can be helpful if you want to, say, display the text on a screen, but you don't want to use 3 display blocks. Next blocks are the array operations block and the logic operations block. With the array operations block, you can have multiple values, and then with the index, select the one you want. So 0 is the first one, 1 is the second, and so forth and so on. The last block is the logic operations block. This block allows you to compare two logic values with these functions. Either AND, which means both are true, OR, which means one or both is true, XOR, which means one's true and one's false, or NOT, which means neither of them are true. An example of how these can be used is with a color sensor block. So say you want to make your robot move forward based on the color that your color sensor sees. You can make it where the color goes directly to the power, but then your power would be a number from 0 to 7, in which case your robot would barely move at all. A more manageable way to do this is with the math block. In this case, you could use multiply and multiply the color by 10, and then you would have a number from 0 to 70 to use as your power. So that's the data operations blocks. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.